everybody. Welcome back. All right, so big things happening. Crypto under severe attack. But hey, where are you going to keep your money? I don't think it's safe in a bank, right? Man. So we're going to read an article here. Crypto is the solution to bank runs, not the cause. It's very obvious, right? They're so scared of Bitcoin. That's because it's for us, not them. But today, well, yesterday, Coinbase received a Wells notice from the SEC focused on staking and asset listings. Yeah, so Coinbase works really close with the SEC. A lot of people do. And this is what the SEC does, right? They just still attack you. This is unreal. It doesn't matter how close you work with them. They have a goal, and that is to eliminate crypto, make it be the bad guy. So we're going to correct some of that right here. Crypto is the solution to bank runs, not the cause, right? Because self-custody, peer-to-peer transactions, this is what people need to hear what crypto is about and why it's way better than the legacy system. Now, this is a bit of an article. Sit back, relax, and let's just get through this one. Over the last few weeks, we saw Silicon Valley Bank close and get taken over by the FDIC, which guaranteed deposits and put it up for auction. We saw runs and failures at more banks, including Silvergate Bank and Signature Bank, spurring fear of runs at other banks like First Republic Bank. And we've seen the bank contagion move across the pond to Europe, specifically Credit Suisse, which the Swiss central bank recently granted a loan of 50 billion Swiss francs to. Holy crap. But the closure of Silvergate Bank and Signature Bank in particular, the two top banks that worked with crypto companies, gave the impression that the US government wants to push crypto out of the country. For financial professionals, this may seem like a good time to turn away from crypto and avoid devoting energy to it. However, this could actually be the best time to embrace it and learn more. Fallouts in traditional banking is the situation Bitcoin was created for, and this is why crypto should continue to gain adoption. So many crypto and blockchain technology characteristics could provide solutions to the issues we're seeing. Self-custody, transparency, and immediate settlement are inherent to crypto and could bring more adoption. Self-custody. Banks and financial institutions are the custodians of most of our financial assets, including cash and securities. They hold the assets for us and make accounting notations regarding our ownership. This scenario has arisen from necessity because for decades it has been impractical for us to take custody of our own assets. We have depended on custodians to facilitate the entire financial system, including trading, lending, and borrowing. The result? Extreme government regulation of custodians, and two, blind trust in those custodians, mainly due to that regulation. In essence, most Americans and Westerners have the general impression that their money is safe at chartered banks, since these banks cannot take too many risks with the money. But what we've seen in the last few weeks is that our money might not be safe at the banks. Even with all that regulation, crypto, on the other hand, is built on the idea of self-custody. I anticipate that more people and businesses will start viewing crypto self-custody as an option for some of their assets, not necessarily because they're investors in crypto assets, but because they want to use the crypto rails as a way to circumvent the reliance on custodians regulated by the government. The system is really only efficient when we all control our own assets. Transparency. Many current issues and regulations involve transparency, or lack thereof. One of the purposes of registering with the state, Fed, and SEC is to make the books public and visible to us all, so we can feel comfortable making risk-based decisions. However, that transparency is usually quarterly, not up to the second. Very true. The recent bank runs didn't come from a worry about solvency, but of liquidity. Depositors start pulling deposits because no one wants to be the last one out and not have any cash. If the asset pools were transparent up to the second, as we see in crypto, all depositors would know exactly how much liquidity the pools contained and could determine the relative need to withdraw in an efficient manner, rather than just out of fear. This is great stuff here, people. Immediate settlement, and that's great for businesses, right? In an attempt to grow their value and provide services to depositors and other customers, banks and other custodians need to either lend the money from deposit pools or invest in low-risk assets to try to earn some yield. Of course, there is a time mismatch between loans and securities. While the securities are usually in very liquid markets, they don't settle immediately and are still subject to certain market hours. We recently saw bank runs where the panic extended to night and weekend hours, a difficult time for the bank to sell any securities and free capital. Contrast this to the crypto system, which is always on and where we see instant or near instant settlement. When I send you Bitcoin, ETH, or USDC, those crypto assets move from my wallet to yours right away, and the transaction is settled. No need to wait for markets to open and money to transfer from my account to yours. Blockchain-based transactions are settled and final. Proving the need. Over the past few years, with the rise and fall in price of crypto assets and the increased media coverage and conversation about crypto, we have heard so many naysayers argue that we don't need crypto and that there is no way to justify its value. Even as an educator to financial professionals, I've said we don't really need crypto in the US or even in Western democracies. Over and over again, however, we've seen a need for one or more of the characteristics inherent to blockchains, crypto, and decentralized finance. We are starting to observe realizations by individuals and businesses that a better financial system exists, one that they can use for financial transactions without government intervention, policymaking, and money printing. Big words here, people. As the realization occurs and as crypto custody becomes safer, we should see a natural migration toward crypto and blockchain, but this will require a need for assistance from financial professionals, including advisors, CPAs, and lawyers. Current financial professionals can look at the recent happenings as a sign that the US government is anti-crypto, or they can view them as a sign that we need the crypto ecosystem. Now might be the best time to start learning crypto and determining how to best incorporate it into a portfolio. The next bull run in crypto won't be based on speculation. It will be based on increased adoption and use by ordinary individuals and businesses who view crypto as a viable and necessary alternative to the current financial system. Damn. Crypto is the way, blockchain is the way, right? But we got to make sure it's in our custody, because these people are going to definitely try and twist it and make sure we can only go through their centralized hubs. We have to avoid that at all costs. And they can't stop decentralization. If they can't even stop a pirated movie, how the hell are they going to stop Bitcoin, a whole entire economic system, peer-to-peer, instantaneous transactions, decentralized? They can't. They're scared to death. All right, everybody. This is the Crypto Realm. Play hard, trade smart. Hello, fellow adventurers. Are you tired of lugging around those big, heavy, and noisy generators on your camping trips? Well, you're in luck. The Blue Eddy generator is here to make your life easier and your camping experience more enjoyable. Let me tell you, these generators are game changers. They're ultra portable and lightweight, making them perfect for taking on the go. And don't be fooled by their small size. These little guys pack a powerful punch. You can power up your devices, lights, and even small appliances like blenders or coffee makers, all with ease. But here's the best part. The Blue Eddy generators are super quiet. That's right, no more noisy interruptions to your peaceful camping experience. You can power up your gadgets without disturbing the peace and quiet of the great outdoors. And the utility of these generators doesn't stop there. They're also great for emergency backup power during power outages or natural disasters. Keep your lights on and your devices charged, no matter what life throws your way. So why settle for those clunky, noisy, and heavy generators when you can have a portable and powerful solution that makes your camping life easy? In our pinned comments, you will find a link to Blue Eddy. Check them out today.